Hello everyone and welcome to week 9 of my house purge. This, thankfully, is the very last week in my house purge project. I am so excited, but unfortunately this week has been a bit of a challenge and I am starting on Friday evening. So I don't know how much I'm gonna actually get done in this room. So the room we are working on this week is a room you have never seen before. It is my husband's computer room, or man cave, or whatever you want to call it. It is a pretty large room, and it is chock full of stuff, which half of it is not even used anymore. So I'm gonna give you a quick tour of this room, and let me just tell you, it is dirty. And it is cluttered, and half the stuff in here I don't even know what it is because it's some sort of computer part or something another. So let me start at the doorway. I will flip the camera around and I'll give you a quick view of what we're going to be trying to tame this week. Alright, so this is the doorway view. Opposite the doorway he has a nice one big window. And when we walk in, he's got a little table here. He's got his big desk with his monitor on it. Over here is a closet, which is chock full of stuff. It's even so bad as it's like piled up down there. Yeah, and then there is a filing cabinet back in there too. This right here is Zoe's current computer space area. And then we move over into his computer desk area over here. His flashy new computer he just got done building.
It's not flashy, it's water cooled.
It's water cooled, I'm so sorry. And then he's got his screen and his keyboard here on this part of the desk. And then up here, he's got his TV. And then we've got a console down here. Console table, I guess. It's going to be hard to see in here. The light is not the best. But anyways, this has got like, I don't know. PlayStation, Xbox, speakers, you name it. Then over here we've got a storage unit in the corner, which needs to be gone through. This was another space that we can put a computer on. It used to have stuff on it. So I think we'll get that cleaned up too. And then over in the corner, he's got a little mini fridge. So that's basically the room. And we are going to get started. I'm not quite sure where, but we're going to start. So I think we'll maybe start on this side of the room, hon. And then work our way that way.
Fine.
Okay, he's super excited to be helping me. So we shall see how far we get.
Gone.
Stick this table back in there if we wanted.
Wait, watch. Move here. Watch this. You gotta get out of there.
Oh.
So it goes like... The table's gonna go that way. But we will get rid of... I'm getting rid of that thing in the corner too.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want this Windsor?
No.
Should we throw it away?
Yes.
Or should I should keep it?
Okay, what goes upstairs?
Yeah.
Alright, what about those discs?
Then you clean it. I'll open it up and suck some stuff out.
I'll just get it dusted off then for sure. Oh, it needs to get wiped down. It's sticky on top. it is the second night that I am working on this project down in my husband's room. I did a terrible job yesterday of actually recording because it was a lot of just like him having to go through stuff, and he doesn't want to be on camera. So I think that's going to be a lot of it in this room, obviously, because this is all of his stuff. But we were able to clear off this desk area over here. Let me show you a little better here. Ooh. So we got this desk area cleaned off. Well, it doesn't look like it now. There's a wire shelf over here in the corner. That was completely filled up with stuff over here in this corner. That was all filled up with stuff. So if you remember, over here, where Vinny is down here, there was like a TV stand or whatever, had like a radio and a subwoofer and I don't know, a receiver and his Xbox and that kind of stuff. Well, we removed that, and those are all the cords that from back in the day, because he doesn't use any of that stuff anymore. And it is now over on this table that we had previously cleared off, because he's going to donate it. He has some people he's probably thinks that will probably take it at work, so he's going to bring it to work, see if anyone wants it. Basically all of those components, the only thing he uses now is his Xbox. So why we had that big old thing filled with stuff collecting dust is ridiculous for only an Xbox. So that is nice to get that done. So now we need to basically, so this kind of side of the room is done, except for it is cluttered right now, because it's kind of like our storage area for the moment. Now we're going to go concentrate on the other side of the room. I'm not quite sure how much he's actually going to be able to help me today, but I would like to get done around his desk area. Here, let me show you. So this area over here is where I would like to work on today. The top of his desk is just filled with stuff, which is sort of hidden by his chair right here. And then this over here is Zoe's gaming station, which has got a little bit of clutter on it. And then, of course, there's stuff on top over here we can get rid of as well. So it would be really nice to get those two areas taken care of today. So we shall see what we can accomplish. And then after that, it's basically just the closet over here around the corner. And that has got a ton of stuff in it. So we shall see how it goes. Welcome back to, I'm hoping, the final day in my husband's room. What am I trying to say? I have gone over my time limit. It is Monday, and normally I am sharing my video today, but this room is not done yet. It has been difficult to figure out time to work on it in the evenings once my husband gets home. So we did do one like marathon session on, I think it was Saturday night. We were up until like, we worked on it for a couple hours because his closet was completely filled of like just bins and bins of like computer components and cords, and it was just a nightmare. So it took us a long time to go through all that. So needless to say, this room is still in a very much state of disrepair, but on the plus side, everything has been gone through. We have organized all the different spaces, or bins and all that kind of stuff. So at this point, it's just a matter of reorganizing things into the actual closet and cleaning the room. Certain parts of the room, like we've dusted kind of as we've gone, like all the different components and stuff, but like his desk and stuff still needs to be dusted. I still need to vacuum. I still need to do like the walls and, you know, the cobwebs and that kind of stuff. So the room looks really terrible at this point, but the end is near. And of course it has to be my absolutely last week that I didn't make my mark, of course, because, you know, I had made my mark all 9 weeks until this week, which is sort of frustrating. But at the same time, I knew that this room was going to be difficult because, you know, my husband goes to work all day long. He's not going to want to come home and purge at night. You know what I mean? So we kind of had to work around his schedule. So it's just the way it is. That's the way life goes. So let me kind of give you a better look at the room now that we've actually done some work in here. And then I'll share with you what I'm going to do for today. So, let's see. As you can see, it looks in disrepair. His desk area is all cleaned off now. However, there's some stuff that we need to figure out where it's going to go. Like, look at all this. This is the sort of thing that we were dealing with. Computer parts galore, just like everywhere. That was what was all in the cabinet over here. Or in this closet. But look at the closet now. If you remember this, it was completely filled with stuff. And now there's barely anything in here, which is awesome. So, so the first thing I'm going to do is clean out this closet. I'm going to get my vacuum cleaner. I'm going to get it all cleaned out, get all the cobwebs, all the dust out of there, and then I will start refilling up the closet space itself. And then that'll clear up a lot of the stuff that's out in the room so that I can clean that area, if that makes sense. So that is the plan for today. And I'm hoping I can get a lot of this done here real quickly because at the present moment, my husband isn't home. So I hate to be in here working when he's like trying to have his relaxation time. So we'll see how much I can get done today. So let's go ahead and get working. The next morning, I had one more late night session of cleaning in this room, and then I was able to complete it. So I am super happy that this room is done. The room is looking amazing right now. but I wish I had the time to decorate it because it's very bare. We have some things that my husband wants to hang on the walls for like years, and we've never got them up on the walls. So this is a room which I'm probably going to be decorating for him rather soon. I'm hoping in the next month or so to get it set up for him. So that would be nice. So I have the room complete, and I will give you a little tour of the space now. As always, this room with the dark walls and the dark floors, it is really hard to like show you guys in here, but I will do my best. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around and I'll show you what the room looks like now. Alright, so I'll just give you a panning view of the room itself. You see that? Oh my goodness, it's so clean. Woo, love it. So when we first come in the door, right ahead of us is like his big TV on the wall and the window. To the left, we have this other desk with a big old wide open space in between the two desks now. Remember there was a console table there before? That makes the room look so much bigger without that in there. So we've got this desk set up. He's got one computer set up here. And then we did get rid of the mini fridge because he really never used it. And we tucked this little table that he keeps around for when his friends come over to game. So they have another table to put their computer on. So we tucked that behind the door so that he could play, you know, to have that, but then it's kind of out of the way and you don't really see it. So then this is the spot where the table used to be. So now he's got this nice big wide open space to actually walk to his desk, which is right over here. So we have his desk cleaned up, even though there's like a huge tangle of cords and stuff. Do you see this? I mean, there's just no way around cord messes. And it doesn't bother him, but it drives me absolutely insane. So I'm just going to ignore that part of the desk. And then over here behind the desk on the console table, it is all nice and clean. That shelf up there is like routers and stuff, so we are keeping that open so it doesn't overheat. And then this one is redone as well. It's looking much more organized, and I love that the door is shut so you don't see all the clutter. So then over here next to that is Zoe's gaming station, and then we have the closet. And can you see all the extra space in there? There's so much extra space. I have things just sprawled out in there. The bottom shelf is rather, or the bottom section is pretty full because that is things down there that we know for sure he's not going to use very often. So we kind of tucked everything in there, and look at this. I got 2 boxes of my stuff in here. But the rest of it is all his stuff, and really, like I said, it's pretty sprawled out. So there's like a ton more space in this closet. Not quite sure what he's going to use it for, but I mean, it looks much better. So that is the final room for my whole house purge. Every room of the house, every little corner has been purged and cleaned and reorganized, and I am feeling amazing about it. So I am so happy that this is done, and just in time for me to start decorating for spring. Next Monday I am planning to have a spring home tour up with a whole bunch of other friends of mine here on YouTube. So now that this room is done, I can concentrate on that 100%. So I am so excited that all of this hard work has paid off, and I feel like my house is like brand new. And I feel now that I am keeping up with my daily, like, you know, chores and cleaning schedule a whole lot more efficiently than I was before I started this whole house purge, because I know it's clean and I want to keep it that way. So that's a good little, you know, what do you call it, side effect of purging the whole house. So for those of you who have joined me on this journey of purging your houses, I would love to know where you are in the process. Have you completed everything that you wanted to do, or are you still working on it? I'd love to know down in the comments, so let me know how it's going for you guys. So for those of you who have watched religiously throughout this whole project, I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in every week and for watching my videos, and thank you for being such a nice, wonderful YouTube friend to me. I appreciate it so much. So it has been fun sharing this, project with all of you, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. So I guess that is going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. Once again, I appreciate it, and I will see you again in my next video very soon. Bye now.